Morning, Miss Verma. So, how is your stay in this AFSB?
Sir, it is really amazing. Although it is presently COVID era, COVID times, but I must say that the amount of precautions taken by the institute as a whole is really appreciable, and the stay is absolutely fine.
Okay, fine. And how was your journey to this place? Did you face any problem or something like that?
No, sir, not any problem or anything of that sort. I
Mm-hmm.
came via train and then I switched on to a bus.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say the journey was pretty smooth, and also it was very timely. Like on the when I reached the AFSB, and everything was done very smoothly.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, you will say that it's quite a comfortable stay till now.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, tell me something about yourself.
Okay, sir, my name is Aayra Verma. I am basically an engineer in electronics and communication engineering, and I completed my graduation, my B.Tech in 2020, and presently I've just joined as a trainer in TCS, Tata Consultancy Services.
Okay.
I am presently training under them, and sir, my hobbies mainly include sports activities. I have always been a sports person, although I had a little bit of break in between. But I really enjoy sports. I almost play all kind of sports, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been a taekwondo player in my life. And yeah, there are various pretty. I mean, all the sports, and
Okay, fine. So, once you have chosen, say, engineering, and then you have got into some job, I guess, so TCS is what you are talking about.
yeah.
So, why do you plan to join defense services?
Sir, I actually always planned to join defense services. It is just that TCS has happened. It just happened by chance. It is really
Mhm.
parental pressure that I'm joining it, and and
Okay.
rather I should say I'm like sort of forced to join. But
Mhm.
I'm just hoping that I really get what where I want.
But if you have chosen engineering and you have completed a degree in engineering, so why do you think that you are better placed in defense services rather than in, say, a software company?
Sir, first of all, because since childhood, since my mid school, I've always been fascinated by the defense services. Always wanted to join since then.
Mhm.
I took up engineering mainly because I liked the that is where like microcontrollers, microprocessors was always my thing. However,
Mhm.
I had I would say I had a small experience during my first interview, and
Mhm.
it clearly told me that corporate world is not my is not my cup of tea, and
Okay.
I
Mhm.
really should go
So
to
what
line.
happened in that interview?
Sir, I won't say that nothing much, but it was just a slight argument, not argument, or I should say disagreement with my
Mhm.
interviewer.
Mhm.
I was being interviewed, and that was the very first interview I was facing for a tech company. And
Mhm.
I like in my resume, he asked me like, "You've written you're a very hardworking person." I said, "Yes, sir, absolutely, I am." And he said, like,
Mhm.
"I don't like hardworking students. I really do not take hardworking students in my team. I am more."
Mhm.
Of people I this is something I take pride in, hard work. I mean, that's the
Mhm.
basic ideology that I follow. So I got a little
Mhm.
disheartened. I not disheartened. I'd say I got a little surprised. So
You
I had
got offended? You
a
felt like that you got offended?
sir, I took it as it is his opinion, and I just wanted to. I was curious more to know that what could be the possible reason. So I
Mhm.
counter questioned. I said, sir, why do you think so? Where is the ideology? Where is this going? He said that you hard workers, you are always running, studying and studying and studying, and your smart worker will get the things done by taking help from this side and that side. Then I counter
Mhm.
argued and I said, sir, in that case, who's learning more in the long run? He said, but who's getting the job done? I said, sir,
Mhm.
the problem is that your goal is getting the job done. My goal is learning more. So since
Mhm.
the goals are different, goals are separate, so there is bound to be a disagreement here.
Okay.
So he
Ms.
got a
Verma,
little.
I understood your point. I will just cut you short and ask, how will you differentiate between, say, working smart vis-a-vis working hard? And
Sir,
how to strike a balance in between them?
sir, I believe that working hard and working smart are things that always go hand in hand. I do not feel that there's a distinction between them. I believe that hard work involves every like putting in everything. Whereas I believe that for smart work too, hard work is the base. Hard work is the basic requirement for smart work. Once you're available, or once you're aware of all the things, of all the nitty gritties, only
Mhm.
then you're in a position to work smart on it and to cut short the basic approach. So I believe
Mhm.
that hard work is the foundation for smart work.
Okay, okay, fine. So, if I ask you, why you chose Air Force over, say, Army or Navy?
Sir, mainly because I have always been fond of Air Force, and my maternal grandfather, he has served the Indian Air Force, although for a very short time there were certain family issues he had to give up. So I had since childhood always been fascinated towards Air Force. However, I would never refrain myself from joining the other branches, be it Army, be it Navy, or even be it CAPF or any other forces.
Okay, so you do not have a special preference for Air Force, but
Sir,
just
I
Air
have
Force just happened.
Sir, I have a special preference for Air Force, but I like defense services more than I like specifically Air Force.
Okay, and you like defense services more than the corporate world, you said.
Definitely, sir, no doubt.
Okay, how many members are there in your family?
Sir, we are four members in a family. My parents and my younger brother.
Okay, and what your younger brother does?
Sorry, sir.
What your younger brother does?
Sir, he's in school presently,
Okay,
going to 12th class.
okay, fine. And to whom you are close to, whether your father, your mother, or your younger brother?
Sir, yeah, I think that I have a very good bond with my father. However, when it comes to sharing secrets or sharing the daily things, I do it with my mother because he's generally away, working and all. So
Mhm.
I have a better bond with him, but I have a better conversation with her. I We understand each other.
Okay, and you forget your brother completely.
So he's young, so it's more like I'm
Yeah.
like a second mother to him rather than a sister.
Yeah, that's very nice of yours. Okay, so tell me something about your GTO task, how it went, what were the challenges, and how you addressed them.
Okay, so sir, my GTO task started with the initial tasks that were the military planning and lecturate and GD. So I think it all went pretty well. I mean, this is one of my favorite parts, discussions and
And
lecturing.
you enjoyed it.
Yes, sir, definitely.
How about your command task?
Yes, sir. My command task was, I must say that it was a lovely experience. Yeah, I was a little nervous starting in the starting, but I think it turned out pretty well.
Okay,
Although I was very times questioned by the my GTO.
so you could do it in one go, or you took more time.
Sir, I did it initially like the first step, the very first step. I did it in one go, and then my GTO he changed the circumstances a bit. He changed the color code actually. So he said, "Now that where you've timed the plank, that thing is yellow, so you cannot tie this back. Now give me another solution."
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So still, apart from means after that, also you could complete it.
Yes, sir. I managed to complete it.
Okay,
Although my
fine.
GT was sort of helping, like, Ira, how could you extend the length? Think about it. You have helping materials. So I managed to crack the hints somehow, and I think it went pretty well.
Okay. So, Miss Verma, tell me something about your psychology test as well. How did you fare with them?
Sir, I think that I did well in psychology, but that's what I think. I mean, since psychology is something we cannot say anything about, no right, no wrong. So I believe that according to me, I've done well. Otherwise, let's hope for the best.
Okay, fine. Okay. Uh, Tell me something. What kind of fleet Air Force is having right now?
Sorry, sir.
What kind of fleet? What kind of forces? What kind of, say, weapons? What kind of airplanes do we have right now?
Sir, we've recently acquired the Rafale fighter jets. Other than that, we are developing the Tejas LCA, light combat aircraft, and then we've had Sukhoi 30 MKI, and then we have MiG 21, MiG 29, Mirage 2000, and sir, and sir, talking about missiles, since we've recently acquired Rafale, so we've been also given the Meteor missile along with the Rafale air jets, and it's one of the best missiles currently. And sir, I think that's it. That's what I think.
Okay. So, what will be the range of Rafale?
Sir, the range of Rafale is it's 3,700 kilometers.
Okay. So, from India, where we can target?
Sir,
Up to where we can target?
sir, up to Pakistan, up to Tibet.
Okay, fine. So, do you think that acquiring Rafale at this point of the time was a good strategy for India as well as the Indian Air Force?
Yes, sir, definitely. There's no
Why
doubt
do you
about
think
it.
so?
Sir, because considering that the last fleet of aircrafts that India acquired was it was Sukhoi, and that happened in 1990s. So I can say that it has been so much time that India has been equipped with new technology, advanced technology, and also India needed more squadrons. Therefore, it is very important that India needs to invest in the inventory in the Indian Air Force. And I think the decision is very much appreciated. It should be lauded because Rafale is a very high technology. It is a very advanced aircraft, and it will definitely protect the borders.
Do you think that acquiring Rafale also played a part in disengagement with China?
Sir, it could have been like I am not in a situation to say to be very straight with that, yes or no. But as a civilian, from a civilian point of view, I do believe that that could be one of the reasons. However, since China also has a fleet of Sukhoi and other aircrafts, therefore I believe that this is not the only reason. There have been global pressure. I would say COVID has also been one of the reasons. So it is
And
a
what is the role of Air Force in disengagement with China?
Sir, the main, again from a civilian point of view, I believe that disengagement with China has mainly the main reason behind is generally the pressure that has been the global pressure that has been built on China because of say COVID, because of the Galwan Valley incident, and they've seen the wrath of the Indian Defense Forces, and also since Air Force has been constantly maintaining their fleet around, and because of acquiring of Rafale, I believe that it has helped building a pressure on China, which further led them to sort of disengage and to make peace with the country.